Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently have 2 vassals above our limit, and I would like to do something about that. What can we do? We could potentially make some kingdoms, but awkwardness can ensue on that one. We could also just move people in to other kingdoms. That is an option. What's going on with kingdoms over here? Can we get Anatolia? No, we don't quite have enough for that. Let's see, other potential options. Ajuran? No, we're not going to be able to get that, for sure. I can guarantee you on that one. That's not going to happen. I mean, we already checked through duchies up over this way, so it's certainly not going to be a thing. We need kingdoms at this point. That's definitely what we need. So there is this kingdom over here that's already created. I think our best bet would be to move, like, this duke into Brittany. I think that's going to be our only real choice, is to do some non-de jure line stuff. So that's fine. We could also move, like, this guy into Wales. That's not a terrible option. There we go. We'll do that. That should be fine. That'll deal with that problem. And now the question is, what exactly were we working on? I had the Friends and Foes stream yesterday, so I'll be honest, I don't exactly remember what we were doing here. But I think that we were working on grabbing additional coastline, perhaps breaking further into India. That's a potential option. And we had, if I recall correctly, we had gotten all of these fully upgraded, and we just needed to continue to upgrade our capital castle. So we'll get that going for now. As far as this coastline up here goes, there's technically some sea coastline over here that we can grab. These 2 counties. We could go after Lotharingia here. I think that that's not a terrible option. Sadly, these duchies are split. So we'd have to go after, like, a Conquer County. Or perhaps we have somebody's claims that we could press. Those claims aren't very worthwhile. So we could go for a Conquer County here on, like, Antwerp. Like so. It's a pretty minor war. And they're in another war, so I expect that they're not going to be particularly keen on defending just Antwerp here, although they did bring in a Holy Order. Hilarious. They have about 40,000. Well, we'll see. I'll raise up a few more. That'll do. And we'll have plenty to deal with them if they decide to attack us here. Let's see what they do. So we're going to hit Antwerp, and from there, we have ticking war score now. But we're just going to not go like that. We're going to continue to head down this way, and we're going to siege just towards their capital. Honestly, we can do that in 3 sieges, beyond this one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head down this direction, then we're going to head to here, then we're going to head to here. That's the overall play here. So that'll be great. We'll get these sieges done quite quickly. We see their troops here. We don't catch them. So we're just going to walk down to Luxembourg. I'm going to siege here. And we'll see what their plan is. It looks like they're fighting us instead of the other war that they're in for some reason. They've decided that we're more important, it seems. I have no idea why they would do this. Okay, we became obese, which is not necessarily great, but that's fine. We're going to finish up this siege. We're going to leave behind our siege force here. It is possible that they might outmaneuver us here and come down and attack our siege force. If that happens, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. So we're going to make our way up over this direction and look to fight them. They're running off over this way. Looks good to me. And we're sieging their capital. we're going to catch nothing here. It looked like we were going to, but we ended up not catching them, which is sad. These guys exist. Now, these were previously attacking over here, so the AI is being smart here. Quite smart. 243 casualties per day. Yeah, the AI is playing this quite well. We're going to fight over here, and let's see if they're coming for us. I'm sure they are. Oh, wait, they're not? Let me rescind what I said about the AI playing this smart. Okay, now they're coming for us. But is it too late? No, it's not. "24 days? It's possible. We'll see what happens on this siege event. Stalemate. That's unfortunate. Now we're fighting them up here. Yeah, they're going to attack us here, and there's not a lot that we can do about that, really, except for head up over this way and hope to get out. Do we have somebody who marches faster? A move quick. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to make our way up over this direction, and we're going to try to run away from them. We might still get caught here, but we'll see. We're fighting them up over this way. This guy wants a truce. We can't attack him anyway. We accept. Are we going to get caught over this way? No, actually, we're out of there. Beautiful. So how far do we have to continue to run? We'll see. Let's move on. Okay, so we're fighting these guys. No problem. We win that fight. We're going to make our way over this direction. They're coming this direction. Okay. This seems fine. I have no problem with this. Cool. We're going to head back to their capital. And we're going to look to catch a significant portion of their army here, hopefully. We're not going to let them split us up the way that they did previously. Their entire army is here. So for the moment, this is fine. They have a numerical advantage now because of our attrition. We're going to leave. We're just going to siege their capital. This is okay. I'm not going to bother fighting them again. We've already got a small breach here. Cool. And this siege will be done very shortly. They're going to make their way down. They're just kind of running around. They don't know how to handle this situation. We've decided to go all in on their capital. Yeah, they're going to siege up here. This is irrelevant. We win the war. Beautiful. So that war is over. We'll enforce those demands, disband our troops. It was a little more awkward than it needed to be, no doubt about that, but no real problem in the end. We'll grant out Antwerp, and of course, that needs to be granted over to somebody. Can we make a kingdom over here? Actually, yes. Frisia. Cool. So we'll grant that to this guy. Fantastic. Now, Antwerp doesn't necessarily belong to him, but we're still going to grant over... Actually, can we grant de jure? No. Okay. Interesting that the Jarldom of Frisia does not de jure belong to the Kingdom of Frisia, but we'll toss it in anyway. We'll also toss in Antwerp. Cool. Now, this guy, he can remain... Well, actually, I feel like he should also move into Frisia. There we go. Now, that does bring up our stress level, but that's okay. We'll grab detailed ledgers at this point, and I want to check in. How's our construction looking? Almost done. Let's let that finish. And then we'll think about going back to war. So I'd like to upgrade our trade port here again. There we go. Oh, we actually can't. Right. Why can't we? We need matriculations to do that? No, we don't. Okay. That was a strange tooltip. Fantastic. I guess we just needed to refresh the tooltip. That's fine. Cool. I was like, hang on a moment. That's not how this works. And it wasn't. So that's all fine. So we managed to get ourselves another county over here. There's only one more to get over on this side. And then, of course, we can move our way down this river if we feel like it later on. We could do the same with Poland and grab just this single county. And I think that is the way to go here. So we'll go ahead and declare war on them for... Does anyone just have a claim on it? Actually, do I have a de jure on it? We do. We have a de jure claim here. So we'll just press our de jure claim. That'll be great. This is technically a lake. This is not a coastal province. Good thing we have a de jure claim, because this is legal for us to go after. I didn't realize that. But we're going up with a de jure claim, so this is technically fine. I did not realize this was a lake. I assumed it connected here. Interesting. Well, we're going to raise up around 15,000 here. That'll do. And we should definitely check in on our succession. How is that going? It's absolutely fine. Good. No problem there. And we'll head on in and siege this down. Their capital is all the way down over here. We can just kind of siege our way down this line over here. That'll be fine. There's not a whole lot that they can do here. Yeah, they have 12,000 troops. So there's not a whole lot that they can do. And really, they should just give up and let us take this. But they're not going to. Their troops are out over here. So we're going to split off a siege force. All of their troops are there. We have such a numerical advantage that this should not matter. Okay. So their army is slightly awkwardly positioned. We're going to move up over this way and try to cut them off. We want to remain between them and our siege force, which is already finished sieging. Cool. It looks like they're going to allow us to walk in here and fight them. So we may stack wipe them here. Our numbers aren't quite to the amount where we can guarantee a stack wipe, but if we roll well, and we did, so that's great. We're at 84% war score. No problem whatsoever. Cool. Hello, pause menu. Okay, this siege finishes, and we will cap over here. Beautiful. Will this end the war? Actually, it might. Between ticking war score and getting this county? Yeah, it should. It should end the war. Beautiful. So enforce those commands and disband our troops. And that does clean up the coastline, regardless of it not being a coastal province. It is technically legal for us, so it's all good. No real problem there whatsoever. Any other locations on this coastline that we want to clean up? Yes, actually. This is the only county we can actually hold here. So let's go ahead and conquer that. We don't have any de jure or anything, so we'll take Kargopol here. Well, actually, we can take this county. We cannot take any of these. Yes. So this county is technically takeable, and I should have looked at the duchies. It's questionable. We'd have to grant out half of the duchy, and with our stress the way it is, I don't know. I think it's fine. We'll do this as is. They're walking in on us here, and they actually do win this. We raised greedily, so fair enough. We'll retreat if we can. We can. We'll retreat to here, hopefully. Where do we go? Awkward. So we're going to raise up over here regardless. We didn't have any men-at-arms there, and they hired a holy order. So how many troops do they have? 16,000. It's not a big deal. We'll get these guys turned around, and we'll raise up our proper army over here. This is way more than we need. Honestly, we can split that in half, and we can disband these guys. Group these together. This is still more than we need. And we can head down over this way. These guys will get turned around eventually, or we could just disband them. Honestly, I think we do. So we disband these guys. We disband these guys. They can go home. They're no longer needed. And we'll head in over this way with our proper force. And they don't really have a chance here. This is not going to go well for them. Cool. So that's out of here. We are now going to split off our siege force. About like that. And these guys will grab a siege leader. The rest of our forces, they're going to come down and try to fight these guys. There's a bridge right here, which is very convenient. So that'll be great. We've gotten our war score back from the battles. They're attempting to run. Now, we don't know where these guys are retreating to, so we probably have to let these guys go. Turn around here, and then we'll move into Kurilov. Yeah. Unfortunate that we didn't get any real hostages there, but it is what it is. The siege will wrap up. We're getting a good chunk. Okay. We'll come on over this direction, and we'll park somewhere over here. Not there. There we go. So I'd like to fight these guys. We'll see if they turn around and come over here. Technically, these connect. Good. So if we were to attack up here, the correct move would be for this army to attack here. Likewise, if we were to attack here, the correct move would be for this army to attack here. So our correct move is to not attack for the moment and just stay put. Now that they've moved this way, they've made a major maneuvering error, but they have to do something here. They're locked into here. We can attack here, and they can't turn around and get back to here in time. So they've made an extremely major error. Excellent. We're 99%. Honestly, we can just wait for ticking. There we go. Enforce demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. We grant out Kargopol, and that should put us up over our vassal limit again, right? Or actually not quite. Not quite. That's right. We could definitely found a holy order. It's not a bad idea to do so. We should go ahead and do that. We didn't have any holy orders for the longest time. Now we have 2. So that'll be handy. Our heir does need to get married. She's a little old. What else do we have? Honestly, you'll do. Cool. Excellent. So there we go. There's our northern coast relatively cleaned up. Do we have a truce with the Byzantines still? No, we don't, actually. I would love... I don't recall conquering this. We definitely didn't. That must be something that our vassals did. Let's take a look at additional coastal locations. I'd love to continue working our way on this coast here. This coast wouldn't be bad. This coast would be okay. But for right now, I want to continue to try to link up this coast. So Bosnia is not going to be what we're looking for. This is only a single county in that way. This, on the other hand, that's coastal. That's coastal. That's coastal. This is not. We might get the title here. I'm not sure. We're going to declare this. What war is this? Hang on. War against tyranny? Yeah, war against tyranny. Okay, that's not all that relevant to us. We'll raise up our men-at-arms. We only need, like, a maximum of 10,000 levy troops here. That's enough. This is enough here. So we're going to head on in. And our men-at-arms will follow behind. This is going to be a very long siege without them, but that's fine. Cool. Should be no problem. So yeah, 4 counties here. The sieges won't take very long once we get going on them, which we are, of course. So this should be just fine. No real problem here. No, I'm sure he's blameless. Cool. Okay. No, it's too expensive. We're going to head in and take this castle next. Naturally. And then do we go for their capital? We'll have the ticking war score at that point. We could get to their capital reasonably quickly. I think that's not... No, don't move. Stay here. Stay here. There you go. Fantastic. I think we go for their capital here. We're now at 47% war score. We apparently captured their heir. What was their heir doing out here? I don't know what's going on with that. This siege has finished, right? Yes, it has. Okay. So, we see some armies over here, but I think we just run at their capital. We'll arrive there in 4 months. It'll take them longer than that. Well, actually, they have 8,000 here embarked. Let's hold off. I didn't notice that these were hostile armies. So we're going to come down over here and try to fight their recently disembarked army. Although I don't think they'll still be recently disembarked by the time we get there. We do have a new stewardship lifestyle to grab. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. And our chasing of them is going to be potentially somewhat slow. Oh, they've decided to let us catch them. I feel like they didn't have to do that. But okay. This is going to be a huge fight, and this may end the war, actually. It did. Cool. So enforce those demands and disband our troops. And we will grant out this county. That's a coastal county and is fine. We'll grant out this county. That's a coastal county and is fine. We'll grant out this county, a coastal county. This one, on the other hand, not so fine. This duchy was not created, so we are required to grant this out before we can create the duchy. So, unfortunately, he did not become our religion, and we can't ransom him. We have to grant him independence immediately. That's the only action we can take at that moment. So that's fine. We grant him independence. Now we can create this duchy. So now we de jure own this, but it's going to have to be this guy who conquers it, because we're not going to do that. We could. It is now legal for us to conquer this county, but for the time being, it is what it is. Cool. So that got us a good amount of territory over here. We're nearly linked up on this coast. That's great. There are a total of 4 additional counties on this coast. Yeah, that's very, very good progress there. I like it. Well, it is a couple of minutes before I would normally put a cut in here, but this does seem like a good stopping point. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that here. We're not going to, like, get another war started in the next minute and a half. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here right now. And next episode, we'll maybe think about breaking into India. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.